It has a remote also.
Let's see how this weather is. I think what we'll do is we'll start going around the city where it's not that, where we can stay inside.
Okay.
On this.
According to, I mean, I haven't gotten
It's meant to blow over.
I haven't gotten anything. I think it's going to be a little drizzly.
Yeah, what I'll do is I'll stay in the city so that we're nice and dry.
Okay, alright.
And then if we go out later, we'll go out on the main road later on.
Okay,
So you're staying up at the window. Okay, I want to keep away from those guys because...
Yeah, please, I'm just the parking lot.
Oh, I'm going to go over here now. I'm going to get out. That's why I told you 11:30. I thought they'd have it up by then.
So did we.
They're putting a new light in.
Oh, they are. Okay.
From 1808,
Okay.
made out of our local stone, which leads right the way across here. You see a fence there? That's the boundary, the old boundary of town.
Oh, okay.
Go from here, and the town was divided. So one side it was Spanish, the other side was what we call American, after the Americans came. And that's our original fort, the Castillo de San Marcos.
Okay.
Built in 1697. Have you boys seen a fort like that? Seen a big fort?
Yes.
That's a neat place to go and touch it with the boys.
We have.
I'm going to show you. The boys are also like the Pirate Museum.
Pirate.
And it's so empty in town today. That's a neat place to go into.
Oh,
give you
pirate.
$1 off discount.
Okay, alright.
Let me show them the wall very carefully. Let me see it properly. Look at the old wall, the whole wall. You see the cannons on the top there, boys? They don't fire today, but that's how they used to defend the city. So it was all a wall town.
Okay.
Say a bit louder. Say again. Yeah, there were many wars here.
Yeah.
So that's where they would come in and attack everybody. They'd attack everybody from the ocean out
Now
there.
those are Spanish.
That's a Spanish
Not
fort.
British.
No, not the British were here for 21 years. Like they took a lot of places. That was 21 years they came here from 1763 to 1784.
So British landed first.
No, Spanish landed
Spanish
first.
landed first.
And the Spanish were here from 1565
Okay.
right the way through to 1821.
Okay.
The English tried to take the town 3 times.
Okay.
They had landed in Mayflower up in Massachusetts, and they came down to Georgia and the Carolinas, and then they laid siege here and failed.
Okay.
So this is going around the Spanish town.
Okay.
So now the boys will like this. Right here on my left here is the old blacksmith. See the wooden blacksmith?
Oh, that's blacksmith. See that?
And they would put their horses in the stables here. Now it's a very good restaurant. So we're going through the Spanish town first. It's okay, I got you. You're safe. Now often you'll find me going through this town, you'll find me going through parking lots. Because it's the only way we can run a fire engine through the old town.
Okay.
And remember, a lot of this town burned down in fires, in war. So most of our town has been rebuilt.
Okay.
And I'll give you an example. You see that grey building on the left?
Yeah.
That's literally 6 months old. It's rebuilt. So
The
it
grey
looks
one,
just like
okay.
the building that was there. Okay?
That's
So
a
the
new
street we're
building.
going to go up now is called Hippolyta Street. How long are you in town for? You going to stay the rest of the day?
2 days tomorrow.
Okay, so you'll see everything with me. Let this guy go. This street was actually renamed by the English. Hi there. And this street was widened by the English. But
Okay.
importantly, they also named this street the Walking Street, St.
Oh.
George Street, as in George, King George,
Yeah.
patron Saint George. So when you look here, you're going to see from that end of the street is one end of town to walk down, and then the other end's here. Goes to the cathedral. Thank you. And we're going to go in and out of town. We're going to have some fun. But I'm watching this rain.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want us to get wet. And the nice thing about going slowly in and out of town is we can, if it did rain, we're inside.
Yes.
We're in the Spanish old town. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just jump across to the American side of town because I'm watching the rain. It looks as if we're going to beat it. But once we go out here, we're exposed.
Yeah.
So the Spanish side of town ends just at this road,
Oh, okay, right here.
right at the end here.
Okay.
And it runs from the square out there to where I'm going to show you later. Now, when a man called Flagler, who was a rich man who had money from the Rockefeller, from oil,
Yeah.
came into town, he couldn't build on this side. This was the Spanish side. So he bought the land on this side, started building on the west side of town.
Okay.
All the properties you're going to see on this side of town now are going to be what I call American.
Okay.
And the first one we're going to see is a Methodist church that Flagler built,
And how old is he?
1886.
18.
And what it was originally a wooden church. The boys are really good. How old are you? You're really good, really good. Well, we'll show you some interesting things. I'll show you a pirate ship. I'm making fun for the boys as well. So, he built that. Why? Because originally, on the land that Flagler had purchased, there was a wooden church.
Okay.
And he offered them a permanent church. That's
Okay.
why that's a brilliant church there.
Uh-huh.
But the year after he did that, he started to build his hotels, which you're going to see over here in a minute.
Okay.
When he starts to build those, his daughter, aged 34, gets pregnant. And the baby is stillborn in her stomach. She dies 6 days later. So Flagler says, I want to build a memorial. And I want to build a memorial for my daughter. Now this church we're going to see in a minute was built in 361 days.
Oh, okay.
Ready for the anniversary of her death. It's one of the most beautiful churches in America. Now, Flagler's third wife, the one that inherited the money, went back to the Carolinas. We're going to see it in a second. I'm just getting rid of this car. Went back to the Carolinas and took the money back to the Carolinas, and she actually was responsible for the University of North Carolina, Tar Heel Stadium, Keenan, that was her name, K-E-N-A-N. So she isn't buried in this church, she survives Flagler. This is the beautiful church, and I'm going to show you boys all the way around it.
There's a cross on top of that church.
On the top of that church is a dome that looks like a dome in Venice, Italy. The Piazza San Marco. Why? Because Flagler copied that. This rain's looking good. So we're going to show you all the way around. We'll get you good pictures, don't worry. One of the advantages of doing this tour is you will see everything. Everything. So this is the front of the church, and I'm going to turn around for your pictures.
Okay.
Flagler lived another 24 years after his daughter died, and what he did was he left it in his will that if he, when he dies, he wants to be buried in that church.
Okay.
And so they built a mausoleum in the 1900s for him. He died in 1913, and they reinterred the daughter, the granddaughter, the mother, and put them all in the same tomb.
Oh, okay.
They're all inside the tomb. We're
Oh,
going
that's
to
a
see
nice
over
part.
here.
Yeah.
This church was built, as I say, as a replica of an Italian church. Have you been to Italy?
Yes.
The Piazza San Marco. A big church in the big square in Venice, Italy.
Yeah.
You can see the dome there. That piazza was gold. This was not gold.
No.
This is just copper. Look how beautiful.
And this is smaller too, right?
Oh yeah, much.
Much smaller.
I mean, I'm going to show you something really interesting. You're from Sri Lanka. Okay? See if you can spot the different types of architecture on this church. One of them you might recognize.
I have, this is
You'll see a Spanish door.
yeah.
Keep
yeah.
looking in front of the Spanish door. One of the wonders of the world. Taj Mahal.
Yes.
Ah, yeah.
See?
Yeah.
So he's been around the world and he's got artist drawings, not a camera. And the artist drawings he puts on paper and says, this is how I want the church to be. It's meant to be a little bit of everything, all the way around the world.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful church. Now, what that goes with, remember this is all now European. I'll get you a lovely picture of the church now. What we'll do is, say again?
No, I was asking him to keep his hands inside.
Oh, okay, yeah. And there's no traffic in town today. We're on the quietest days we've ever had in town. Look how beautiful this church is.
Oh, nice. Yeah, beautiful.
Now the windows were not put in 1 year. The windows took one man 12 years to put in stained glass.
Oh, okay.
And he wasn't called Tiffany. Tiffany did the hotel. This was a guy called Schlatterman. Now the hotel that Flagler built was to be a 5-star hotel. And it's right over here. Now it's a college. A lot of kids from the Carolinas come here.
Oh, they do.
Because of the link with Keenan.
Flagler
The
College,
link
yeah.
with the North Annis, Carolina. And you actually see one of the halls is named Keenan Hall. Now this building, can you remember at your age who invented electricity? Or are you too early for that? Well, Edison invented electricity.
Edison.
I don't know if you're a bit too early for that. My daughter's just started teaching 4th grade. So you'll be what grade? First, I reckon. Yeah, she's 4th. Yeah. 1st grade. I said that's the best grade to have. Get right at the beginning. So, you have the electrical tower. That is an electrical tower containing 5 generators.
That's
Putting electricity in there 7 years before the White House.
Okay.
Because Edison personally came and supervised that, and they're known as the Edison Towers. And actually the generators that are underneath there are now generators that are in the Smithsonian Institute. They're so historically important.
And what kind of generator is it? Diesel or?
That would have created electricity.
Coal.
Coal. They use coal. They'd burn coal to get the generator. Yeah. I mean, and then he would take the oil from his railroad. He bought the railroad. He built it from Jacksonville to here. Then, having built this hotel and a second one, his wife, his 3rd wife, doesn't like it here. It's too cold. So she says, build me a house down further south. And then he takes the railroads all the way down to Key West and builds the Breakers Hotels, Ponciana Hotels, and all the hotels down south. We're going to go to a swimming pool in a minute, boys.
So, but right now there aren't any railway lines up to Key West.
Yes, there is the same railroad line is used by CRX Railroad.
Oh, they still have it?
Yes, it's still used. It's operational today. Up just on the top of the street, you'll actually see trains going through.
Oh, okay.
Now, the college now runs this today, and they do tours. They're taking people around the college. Now it's just a dorms room, but it was originally just what it says, a dorm room. It was just the hotel bedrooms, and the hotel bedrooms were rented for 4 months. You stayed there January, February, March and April. When it got to the season of winter, when the season of winter had gone, you went with the rest of the rich people back to Rhode Island, to your big houses up there. We had a lot of rich people staying, including 8 presidents, 6 vice presidents. Now this is a replica of the Alhambra Palace in Granada.
Okay.
And this replica of the Alhambra Palace was just built as a private residence.
Has Caribbean touch.
Well, it's actually Arabic.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It has a lot of Arabic, Moorish and Arabic.
Oh, okay.
You'll see there's some Arabic wording across the door just through there. I can't give you any Sri Lankan history here,
No.
I'm afraid.
No.
So that's the Villa Zareda. Let me get you a good view of it. That was Summer's house. Quite simply Summer's house.
Yeah, looks like it's Arabic.
It's Arabic style,
Yeah, Moorish. So, looking across the street now, you're going to see the hotel, the 5-star hotel. And the 5-star hotel was exactly what I said, a 5-star hotel. And you just had a room and a valet and a dining room. That's all that was there. After that, Flagler builds the second hotel, and then people say they want something to do. So he puts an activity section on, and I'll show you where that is in a minute. So when he builds the second hotel, you'll see in a minute, None of these hotels are in use. This is now a college. The second hotel is now our city hall. Right over here is the only active hotel. That's the third one. And guess what, Flag? We never built that. That was built by the man whose house we just showed you.
Now, is this a private hotel or a public?
It's a private.
Private college or private?
Not a hotel.
Okay, private.
The best hotel in town is this.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Is it a good college?
Yeah, it's the liberal arts 4-year college, a very good college.
Okay.
An extremely good college. My daughter went there. She didn't last the course there, but it's a good college. Now, this is the cheaper hotel. You can see it's not as nice.
Yes.
It's now our city hall.
Okay.
And then at the end of the street, he puts in a swimming pool. You're going to see it in a minute. I just don't want to get the bus wet. So this is the extension from here onwards. This is the sporting section where he puts in a ballroom, tennis courts, riding academy, somewhere where you can play 10-pin bowling, a TV room. What I want to do is I want to get us in there and make sure that we don't get wet. Should be able to get in. That storm's going to blow over, we hope. So we're just going to jump off. With this. You're stuck in there. Well, you're not coming up then.
On that side, yeah, press it.